Good morning, children. Welcome back to the English class. Today we are going to continue with our topic on notice writing. We are going to see and discuss the format of notice and look at some sample notices. Do you remember what we did the last time? Do you remember? Let us see how much you remember. A notice is a very short piece of writing, 50 to 80 words, written in formal style. That means you cannot write less than 50 words and you cannot write more than 80 words. And it is a very short piece of writing. Notice is used by individuals, institutions, and organizations to announce events, occasions, celebrations, and to make appeals, etc. Put the notice in a box. You must remember this. This is very important. You have to put the notice in a box. Follow the correct format. That means you have to write all the parts of the notice correctly. And you have to use simple and clear language. Now let us see the format of a notice. That means what all a notice should have. The format of a notice should include the name of the school, organization, or company and the city. This has to come right at the top in the middle. Then we leave a line and write the word notice in capital letters and underline it if possible. Then leave a line and write the heading, title or caption. That means we have to have a short caption or title which tells us what the notice is about. All these three will come in the middle of the page. Then we leave a line and write the date on the left. You have to write the full date. Then leave a line and write the contents of the notice. That means all the information you want to give to your readers. It should include the 5 W's. I told you what the 5 W's are yesterday. Yes, it should tell us what it is, why it is organized, and when and where. When includes the date and the timings, and where, of course, is the venue. Then we have to include who can participate and whom to contact for further information or if we want to give our names. You have to write all this in short and you have to use formal language and it has to be to the point. Then after you have given all the information, leave a line and there you have to sign all the three, that is signature, full name and designation will be one after the other. You are not going to leave lines in between, and all these three are to be written on the left hand side. So I'll just repeat the name of the school, organization and city at the top. Then leave a line, write the word notice in capital letters. Leave a line, write heading or title. Leave a line, then write date on the left hand side. After leaving a line, we'll start writing the contents or all the information we want to give to the people who are reading our notice. After we have written all the things we want them to know, leave a line, sign, full name, and designation if given. Designation is optional. You could avoid it or not write it if it is not needed or is not given. But if you are supposed to be someone else in the instructions, you have to sign as that person, write the full name of that person, and even give the designation of that person. Now let us see sample 1. The instructions are: an inter-house quiz is going to be organized in your school. You are Abhinav Sinha, the activity in charge of Summerfield School, New Delhi. Draft a short notice informing the students, giving other relevant details. Put the notice in a box. Word limit 40 to 50 words. Now let us see what this tells us. The name of the school is there, Summerfield School, New Delhi, which you have to write on top. Below it, after leaving a line, you will write the word notice, capital NOTICE. Then leave a line and write the caption, what it is, inter-house quiz. Date is not given, so you have to think of a date and write it at least 7 to 10 days before the date when the quiz is supposed to be organized. And then you have to start writing the contents. Now, what it is, inter-house quiz, where it is not given. So I think of a venue. When again is not given, so I have to decide the date and the timings, and if I want I can add additional one line telling what kind of quiz it is going to be. And then I have to put, of course, everything in the box. It is written in the instruction, but even if they don't write in the instruction, I have to remember to put it in the box, and I cannot exceed the word limit. So what I write, whatever is written, should be between 40 to 50 words. Now let us see. Summerfield School, New Delhi. Then leave a line, write the word notice. Caption is inter-house quiz. All these will come in the middle. Then on the left we write the date, 2nd March 2020, and then we start the contents. Now this date will differ according to the date of the event. Here they have given a big gap because maybe they want the children to learn a lot, but otherwise you could give just 7 to 10 days before. An inter-house quiz is going to be organized on 15th April 2020 in the school multimedia from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. for forms 7 to 10. A lot of information is included here, so we have to see whatever is there in the instruction included, plus if it is not there we have to think and include on our own. So what is included is inter-house quiz, when 15th April, includes the timings also 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and who can participate from 7 to 10, and venue again is here, school multimedia. If you want, you could frame two sentences, divide it into two. The general knowledge quiz will comprise three rounds: rapid fire, visual round, and buzzer round. Each house team will have three members, and house in charges must submit the names of the participants by 1st April 2020 to the academic in charges. Then you are supposed to be Abhinav Sinha, so you sign as AS or any other signature. Below it, you will write your full name, Abhinav Sinha, and then your designation, activity in charge. Now, these three will be written one below the other. You don't need to leave a line. Now, let us look at sample 2. KVM School Patna is going to celebrate the World Human Rights Day on 10th December 2020. Write a notice informing the students about this event and inviting them to participate wholeheartedly in this program. You are Himani Gupta, the head boy girl of your school. Now look at these instructions. KVM School Patna, the name of the school is given. What are they going to celebrate? That is given World Human Rights Day. When are they going to celebrate? 10th December 2020. And you are also told that you are Himanshu or Himani Gupta, and the designation is given the head boy or girl of your school. Now, some information is not given. That means the date is given, but the timings are not given. Then you have to decide the venue where you want it. You have to decide who can participate and whom to contact if you want to give your name. Now you have to think of all these things and then write the notice. Now let us see how to write this notice based on the instructions I read just now. KVM School, comma Patna. Then we leave a line or leave some space and write the word notice. And the heading or the title will be World Human Rights Day Celebrations. Then leave a line and write the date on the left hand side, December 2, 2020. After leaving a line, we start writing the contents or the information. Our school will be celebrating World Human Rights Day on 10th December 2020. All the students are invited to participate in the program wholeheartedly. The program will be in the Bhavsingji Hall of our school from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. You can deliver a speech, recite a poem, or enact a short skit on human rights. Last date for giving names to me is 7th December. Sign Himanshu Gupta, full name, and the designation head boy. Now you see some of the things were already given in the instructions, but the timings were not given. So we have to think and write the timing. All the students are invited. That means we have decided to invite everyone. But if you want a particular class or a particular house or maybe two houses, you have to mention that. Then the venue was also not given, which we have written on our own. And what you should come prepared with is also decided and written by you, that you can deliver a speech, recite a poem, or enact a skit. Of course, the name was given, so I have to sign as Himanshu Gupta, write the full name, that is Himanshu Gupta, and then write the designation, which is head boy. Now, this was the second sample. From both these samples, I am sure you must have very clearly understood what the format of a notice is and what all should you include in the notice. Now you have to write two notices on your own for practice. You have seen the two samples. Now, keeping those in your mind, you have to write a notice on the following instructions. You are the in charge of science club of your school. Modern School, Ghaziabad. What is the name of your school? Modern School, Ghaziabad. Your club is organizing a science model competition on 6th June 2020 in your school. Write a notice informing students of forms 6 to 10 to participate in this competition in about 40 words. That means they have told you the name of the school. So you will write Modern School Ghaziabad on top. Under it, you are going to write the word notice in capital letters. You please do not write science club because the school takes out the notice. So you will write Modern School Ghaziabad, under it notice. Then the caption science model competition. And what will be the date? Will you write 6th June? No. 6th June is the date of the competition. So you must write a date at least 10 to 15 days prior to 6th June so that the children read the notice and have enough time for preparation and for making models. Then you have to decide on the venue, the timings, and who can participate is given. Students of form 6 to 10 is given, but then whom to contact is not given. But you can write for further information or for giving your names. Latest by some date you can mention, contact me or give your names to me, and then under it you will sign your name. If you think you want an imaginary name, you can write an imaginary name and sign as that person. If you want to use your own name, you can sign and then use your real name. But designation is there. So under the full name, you are going to write the designation which is in charge science club. Now, this you are going to do in your English notebook. You are going to write the heading notice writing, then write number one, write these instructions on one page, and write the notice on the next page. Otherwise, you won't have enough space to draw a box and then write the notice. So, instructions on one page, then the notice on the next page. Now, there's one more for you. You are the cultural secretary of the New Era School Surat. You are organizing a musical evening in your school on 26 January 2021. Draft a notice inviting participants for the program in not more than 50 words. Sign yourself as Asha Amit Garg. Here again, the name of the school and the city is given. What is the name? The name is New Era School Surat. And then, of course, you are going to write the word notice. And what is the event? Musical evening. You could add an adjective. You could say a soulful musical evening or a patriotic musical evening because it's on 26 January, or a melodious musical evening. And then when is given 26 January, that is Republic Day, but timings are not given. It is evening, so you'll have to use timings of evening 4 to 6, 5 to 7 or something like that, and it's a musical evening, so you'll have to give at least 1 to 2 hours. Then where is not given, so you'll have to decide on the venue. Then who can participate is not given again. You have to decide which houses or which forms can participate. And then when you want to mention something more, you can add one extra line. And after this, you are going to leave a line and sign as Asha or Amit Garg, because they have given the name. You have to sign as them or as one of them, Asha or Amit Garg. Then below it, write one of these, Asha Garg or Amit Garg, and what is your designation? Cultural Secretary. So in brackets, you can write the Cultural Secretary. Now that is all we have seen and learned and recapped what a notice is, what are the parts of a notice, the correct form of the notice, things to remember or points to remember when writing a notice. And then we have also looked at two sample notices. After doing all this, I'm sure now you have no doubts about notice writing. So go ahead and write these two notices I told you to write for practice in your English notebook. Thank you, children. Till we meet next time with another interesting topic. Thank you. Take care.